Update on husband wants his childhood best friend and wife to move in. I would like to start by saying thank you to everyone who replied and shared their thoughts with me. I would like to answer some of the questions that have been asked, including could the baby be his, and I can confirm that the child is definitely not his. Different races, etc. Ever since the pregnancy they have been living with her parents, and they were saying that they needed to start saving up to buy a house or enough for a decent deposit. I have been told that there is a family rift that is forming between them and her parents because her parents keep acting like they are the parents to the grandchild, etc. The travel difference between our house and where they currently live is around 23 hours by car, and they both don't drive, so naturally my concern was how much of my life would I need to give up for them to have travel back and forth. I don't know if the decision was made already, but my husband came to me and told me the background on what's happening on their side, and also said they had asked if we would be okay with them moving in. However, from what I overheard, it sounded like they were planning things including a gaming room as a shared office space, and them taking up our main guest bedroom was their rented room. They are looking to rent below market value, including bills, council tax, etc., food, shopping, etc. This is because they want to save up and afford their own place. Every time the conversation has come up, my husband was been dismissive, but in a way of, I'll find out what they mean by this, and also saying, you will have access to a baby. Another question is when will this be happening, and honestly I haven't been told, but I'm guessing after the new year. We had a conversation and I told him that the main issue we have had in our marriage has been me constantly not been treated like a priority, and his gaming buddies coming first. He had said in the past it's something he enjoys doing and he doesn't want to feel like he is not allowed to have fun. But more and more I notice things like they are on the phone whilst he is cooking. They are texting when he is at work, etc. This is strange to me, but I understand that some friends can have that attachment. In the past we had spoken about opening up 2 bedrooms for lodgers looking for accommodation whilst working in our area, not so much living and feeling at home here. He thinks this is the step in between. At the end of the day, one thing I always tell myself, if someone wanted to make me a priority, they would, and it wouldn't be a constant conversation like it is currently. And if it is going to happen, I should be financially compensated adequately. Thank you all again for your suggestions. I am going to ask if there is no middle ground that we can reach. This will be the death of your relationship. You will never be able to say anything or have serious conversations because you will never be alone. This is his way of never having to deal with anything. Also saying, you will have access to a baby. Why exactly did he say this? What a weird statement. I am going to ask if there is no middle ground that we can reach. A compromise? Just put your foot down and tell him that you're not ready for this couple to move in. If they do so, who knows how long they're going to stay. Couples therapy and individual therapy should be a must. And until you're a few sessions in, there should be no further talks about others moving in. But yeah, be prepared for them to just stand in front of your door at some point. In your shoes, I'd make sure to consult a lawyer about what you can legally do to protect yourself in a worst case scenario. Middle ground? You're fooling yourself. You are clearly not his priority. And you know exactly what is going to happen if they move in. This is not like disagreeing on toppings on a pizza or the color of a sofa. There is no middle ground to be had. The only conversation to have is, if they move in, or even enter this home for any period of time to visit, you will have divorce papers the next day. Stop being nice. You are being taken advantage of. I'd literally tell husband no. It's not your responsibility to take this couple in and provide for their child. This doesn't sound like a move with an end date to me. You don't have to give up your home, privacy and resources for this couple. Why do you feel like you shouldn't be a priority? Do you have self-respect for yourself? Why do you not matter to yourself? This isn't about finding a middle ground. This is about your own lack of self-worth. You know you are not a priority. You know you have zero say. You know how you are being treated. When are you going to put yourself first? Oh Lord. Someone mentioned the art studio on her previous post, getting that vibe. In all seriousness, do not do it. This will end your marriage. You thought you weren't a priority now? Imagine when they are all together. Where will you fit in this new utopia? Probably with the baby. Pleassce, grow a spine. Exclamation mark. Respect yourself. Exclamation mark. Exclamation mark. Up. You need to get yourself a shiny spine and tell your husband unequivocal no. Life as you know it will end of these freeloaders move in. In fact, I would encourage you to seek couple counseling with your husband and get your relationship straightened out, that he would even entertain this situation without your enthusiastic approval. Your husband has already told you where he stands, and that is with his friend, the wife and the child. There is no middle ground for him. If you reflect on everything, I think you know that if they move in, they are never leaving. You'll be their free babysitter. Like, what is the comment about you having access to their baby about? And free driver. Listen to what he is saying about your priority in his life. Get your legal ducks in a row, so you are covered no matter the outcome. Up. This is not a guest for a few days. This is someone who will take over at least half your house for an indeterminate amount of time. I wouldn't agree to this with or without payment. It'll ruin your home dynamic and your peace of mind. Is your husband 8 and thinking his buddy wants a sleepover or something? I can't imagine my partner with coming to me with kind of request. You know why? Because it's not normal. Op, you need to shut this circus down and do not let these clowns in your house. Tell him that you want out of this and divorce you before they move in. He doesn't treat you like a wife and doesn't care about your feelings. So tell him that you want out and you're tired of being second fiddle to everyone else and that you are not going to be available to babysit for them. Tell him that you are going to file for divorce. You aren't getting renters. You are getting a baby to help take care of. Point out how much more utilities will be. And they do not get a discount. Do not agree to this. They either move in or they don't. There is no compromise here unless you want them to live in a tent in the backyard. I doubt that's happening. Your husband thinks he shouldn't have to give up his fun, and he doesn't have to. What he does have to do is find balance. His fun shouldn't put you dead last in his life. Access to a baby? Are they expecting you to be their nanny so they can spend even more time gaming? Don't agree to that. Are they expecting you to drive them back and forth? Don't agree to that either. Their hard luck is not your responsibility. So, there is really no viable reason they cannot continue to live with her parents. Other than they don't like her parents' involvement in their own home with their kids and grandkids. Which means, they are going to butt heads with you about doings in your home. And, what's this? You'll have access to a baby. You will have access to a baby. WTF does this mean? And I wonder how much he tells you the truth. They live with their parents. They can't drive. So I guess their parents did drive them everywhere. They also couldn't save till now even living there. I would believe more that the parents got sick of it. But that doesn't sound so great. Now they search another place to mooch of. Yours. You can look after their baby while they and your husband have fun. They will find excuses why they can pay no rent. You can cook for them and cater their needs. Oh, would that not be wonderful for your husband and hus friends? They have now all the time together. While a maid, you, cares for them and their child. Perfect solution. S. If there is a rift in the family, they are causing it. The family is tired of their freeloading and now they are looking to freeload off of you. You and your husband don't need to raise this family. Put your foot down and say no. If you are looking for lodgers, make it clear you want a personal and professional divide and want these to be strangers and not people either of you socialize with who will take over your home and push into your family time. This is a simple and reasonable request, and no is a full sentence. Use it. So you'll continue to be the back burner of this marriage and let your husband walk all over you? Sad situation to be in, but hoping for the best.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epic Ericast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.